What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. I'm back with another one. So this time we're here with Reuters, and this goes into my video that I made like just 2 days before this. And actually, this was ruled about the same time as the Swiss court I talked about in my last video, how Swiss courts banned niqab across the country in Switzerland with up to 900 British pound fine. British pound was what they used because that was, British thing. I don't know what it is in euros or francs or whatever else. But fact is, something around €1,000 fine for wearing niqab. And now, general headscarf ban at work is okay. Europeans top court says. Now, what did I say? Before we get into this article, what did I tell you? The worse things get in Europe, the more they're going to start piling on the Muslims. This is their solution. They don't have solutions. So what they do is they do what they say in German, uplink, like they distract you with something else. And they distract you with us. So we're doing something. We're banning those Muslims, whatever else. And the common person's still going to be cold as heck in winter. They're still going to be freezing in the winter. They're still going to be broke. They're still going to be paying too much money for power. Piling on the Muslims ain't going to do anything. But because the people are so stupid and they were filled with so much, idiotic and stupid hate, it's going to work for a little while. But understand this, it's going to get worse because they're going to have to do more and more and more and more to distract the people. It's sort of like down regulation receptor transcription, aka, when a drug head, he goes from weed to crack, from crack to whatever is higher than crack, or cocaine to crack, because it takes more and more drugs to get higher and higher. It's the same thing with this stuff. It's going to take more and more to make the people distracted from their crappy lives that the government themselves created for these people in order for them to forget that they got crappy lives that was brought about by the government. And they're going to pile on us Muslims for it. This brings us to a next point before we get into this article. Sisters, y'all all talking about you want to work. If you're in Europe, this is what it looks like. So that brother, if you truly practice your religion, if you truly say, you believe and you want to be on your religion and do it all, I can be it all. Well, then I guess this is kind of getting knocked out the box for you, right? So them brothers out there that want you to be stay-at-home wives, all of a sudden they're going to be looking real attractive to you sisters out there that want to wear your hijab. But I want to be a professional. What has Abuamerican been saying for the longest time? Get yourself a home business. Stop working with these people. Stop working for these people. I've said it over and over and over again. Just like when I was telling y'all that brothers, this is for brothers right here, but even sisters, y'all can hear this part. Even when I was telling y'all that sisters had desires, it took almost 4 years. And sisters on Mehdi's channel over on Instagram admitting anonymously that they had crazy desires. Took you 4 years to catch up. And I've been saying this same thing for years. For years, I've been telling you, get a home business. Don't go to work. Don't send your women to work. Well, sisters, stay at home. Get a home business. And now you see it. And now some of you are in a position where you can't give up your job. And your employer's got you he's got you by the ovaries. Like we say, the brothers, they got you by the cojones. Now he's got y'all sisters by your ovaries. What you going to do? Now you're stuck at the job. It's either quit your job and go to another one that can tell you take off your hijab, or you take off your hijab. What you going to do? You're always too late. You're a dollar short and day late, dollar short. One day y'all going to learn to listen to me. I'm not just saying stuff to like incite you and make you upset or angry. It's just this is just clear. You can see this stuff a mile away, but you're so wrapped up in your Western identity that you fail to see that these people with a passion hate you, and they're going to do anything, like Allah said in the Quran, that they want you to leave your practice of Islam. They want you to leave your religion and come to theirs. That they're going to do anything to get you out of your religion. And they're going to start with your hijab, because women are the easiest. And they want access anyway. They want to see what you look like under there. But y'all like, yeah, I need to work. I need to. Okay, fine. This is what it looks like here. This is what they think. You are loyal to them and their jobs and their careers and their businesses and working for them. But this is how they feel about you right here. Let's get into this article. Granted enough. Brussels, October 13th. So today is the 16th. EU companies can ban headscarves as long as it is a general prohibition that does not discriminate against employees. Europe's top council said on Thursday the latest ruling on an issue that has divided Europe for years. We already know it's like it's discriminating against a specific subset of employees, because who else wears headscarves? You don't see Christians wearing headscarves. You don't see nuns walking around like Office Spaces, do you? The case concerned a Muslim woman. Oh, there we go, general. But then, hey, the case involved a Muslim. How's this a general ban? The case concerned a Muslim woman who was told she could not wear a headscarf when she applied to do a 6-week work traineeship at a Belgian company. The firm said that it has a neutrality rule, meaning no head covering is allowed on its premises, whether a cap, beanie, or scarf. What do they do in cold weather? Really? I guarantee you go to that company, I'll put money on it. If it was permissible to bet, I put money on it. I could walk to that company, whatever it was today, and find people wearing caps, beanies, or something on their head. Guaranteed. Bet you they didn't tell them Jewish boys they got to take off their little yarmulke. Guarantee you they didn't do that. The woman took her grievance to a Belgian court, which subsequently sought advice from the Court of Justice of European Union. Looks like, you see, and here's the thing. This goes back to y'all sisters now. Listen, we're gonna go back on a rant here. Sisters, y'all are so bent on feminism and Western ideology and my freedom, independence, whatever else. You go to these non-Muslim courts, and these people don't love you. They don't love you, but you run to them for everything. Oh, brother, I don't like the way you talk to me. I'm going to go to the court. Brother, no, I'm going to go to the court. I'm going to go here. I'm going to call this one. I'm going to call that one. How's that working out for y'all? You see, had this sister just done the smart thing, just walked away and said, hey, you know what? I've got skills. I've got abilities. I got something. I'm going to take it somewhere else. None of this would have happened. But y'all are so wrapped up in this idea that these people love you just because you're women, that you just go and you do something like this and you make it worse for everybody else. This one sister made it worse for everybody else. So she just shut her mouth and gone somewhere else, done her internship at some other company, instead of trying to force your way into the door. You hard-headed sisters, that y'all are hard heads. You sisters are such knuckleheads. Y'all have just, wallahi, it's like, I want to use the R word. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all need to stop. But this is what y'all do. And y'all do this in your marriages. You do this at work. You do this everywhere. You try and do it to the religion. When you don't get your way, you run over to the kuffar. And guess what? These people don't love you. You love them, but they don't love you. Maybe you should read your Quran more and less about human rights and feminism and all this other crap that you've been listening to on the internet. How about that? But here we are, sisters. And 100%, this one is on your plate. This belongs to y'all. Y'all need to own this one. The Luxembourg-based CJEU said that there should not be any direct discrimination in such a ban. It's exactly what's going to happen. They're literally Let me make sure my mic is still on. I might have pressed the mute button. Sorry, I'm reading the article. Sorry, guys. I think I might have accidentally pressed the mute button. No, I'm good. Okay. Gotta be careful with this mute button. Sorry, apologies. Let me find my article again. So going back to what I was saying, the Luxembourg-based CJEU said that there should not be any direct discrimination in such a ban, but exactly what's going to happen, because we know it's already about Muslims, because a Muslim woman initiated a court case, and only Muslim women are bringing up this issue of like the hijab and being allowed to wear it at work. But this is tricky wordplay. It's not even a tricky wordplay. They're just literally saying, that we don't like y'all. The internal rule for an undertaking prohibiting the visible wearing of religious, philosophical, or spiritual signs does not constitute direct discrimination if it is applied to all workers in a general and undifferentiated way, the judge said. So they're saying that basically everybody on the job is not allowed to wear anything. So if they tell you can't wear your headscarf, nobody's allowed to wear a cross, or a Jewish star or whatever, or the Sikh turban. Nobody's allowed to wear anything. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that, because one day a Yahoo's going to come along and he's going to be told he can't wear his stuff. And guess what? They're going to crumble. They're going to collapse. So I wouldn't count on that actually being real. When I say not being real, I mean, it's like companies, they would rather not institute this ban and take on the Yahoods. But if they don't have any Yahoods there, guess what they're going to do? The CJEU last year said that the EU companies could ban employees from wearing headscarf under certain conditions if they needed to do so to project an image of neutrality to customers. In Germany, headscarf bans for women at work have been contentious for years, mostly with Regards to aspiring teachers in state schools and trainee judges. Why are you trying to work as a judge in Germany anyway? Can you imagine this? This is what I mean. It's like, sisters, what are y'all doing? What are sisters doing? I mean, brothers, you shouldn't be trying to be trained to be a judge either in Germany or anywhere else in the West. You're going to rule by these people's laws in a way that will definitely end up putting you in opposition to the book and the Sunnah, because their laws from homosexuality to alcohol and drugs and all this type of other stuff, it has rulings in there that we can't accept as Muslims. What are you doing? That's what I mean. And then you don't even think about this. You just fight the battle to try and be something that you shouldn't even be trying to be in the first place. France, home to Europe's largest Muslim minority, prohibited the wearing of Islamic headscarves in state schools in 2004. So that's the end of the article. Listen, these people, they don't like you. That's the first thing you need to come to terms with, sisters. They don't like you. Stop trying to force your way into companies and places that don't want you. Oh, you want to let me in? I'm going to go to court. I'm going to show them. No, you're not. Because they love each other. They're friends and helpers and allies to each other. And I'm not saying you got to hate these people. You hate them for the sake of Allah. But you ain't got to just, hate them, but understand how they feel about you. They hate you to the point that they're willing to change the legal system to let you know your place. And they're telling you, just like I've been telling you. They're telling you, just like our ulama have been telling you. They're telling you, just like many, 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 many brothers and callers have been telling you, your place is at home under the protection of your husband who doesn't have to go through that. But y'all don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm being oppressed. I need my career. Okay. At what cost? Well, the EU just set the cost for you. And don't think that employers ain't going to come at you. There's going to be those ones that are going to be like, oh, I'm your great savior. They're going to do that white savior complex. I ain't got nothing against white people, but I'm just saying they're going to do that white savior complex. Oh, you're safe here. We're not going to ban your headscarf. Oh, and then you're supposed to be like, oh, my great savior. Don't think they ain't going to pull that. You're going to hang that over your head. That's probably worse than discrimination. It's because it's humiliation. And that's exactly what it is. And they know it is. And that's exactly what they're going to do to you. They're going to hang it over your head. Oh, you got to depend on me for your headscarf, you poor thing. Oh, come kiss my hand, you knave, you little... Y'all sisters just going to eat it up. Oh, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because this is what y'all sisters do. We're not feminists. Yeah, okay. These people love you. Stop going to them. You need to find that brother who's making his life work and get in under that brother and his protection. Because see, now you see the importance of protection. But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm saying you see the importance of protection. A lot of you sisters ain't going to see that this is protection. You're going to say, oh, the brothers are going to take advantage of this and they're going to take advantage of us. Even though you don't see no brothers out here marrying sisters telling them take off their hijab when they go outside of the house. But then when you go outside of the house, your employer is telling you you can't wear hijab in my house, aka this job, this career that you so cherish above everything else. One day you're going to learn. One day you're going to learn to listen to me. I don't care if you don't like my delivery. I don't care if you don't like the way I deliver this message. I'm not here to give you a back rub and make you feel good about life. Because life, like right now with these court cases, with the Swiss and now with the EU court, they're not trying to play nice with you. They're letting you know in the harshest and ugliest way, immediately, with a backhand bitch smack. Y'all hijabis don't mean nothing to us. So my delivery, it's preparing you for the reality. And the reality is I'm giving you a tongue lashing. Keep it halal. And y'all are getting just backhands and Superman punches to the face from these people. But you ain't going to listen. Yeah, Abuamerican hates women. Okay. Well, who hates you more? Because I've been telling you, stay at home under the protection of a man, live your life, enjoy your life, have some kids, wear your hijab, go outside, go on vacation with this guy, do all this type of stuff, open a home business, make your money from home. I've been telling you, do all this stuff that doesn't limit your life. And these people, They're like, you come here and you want to be part of this, you want to be part of this crew, you want to roll, you want to get some of this money right here. Hijabi, guess what? You don't get to be anymore. Hijabi, and you know what's going to come next? They're going to find something next. Then they're going to tell you got to wear mini skirts above the knee. You don't think you think I'm lying? Something else will come. Maybe you can't force women to wear mini skirts, above the knee, but I guarantee you something else will come. Those flowing black clothes you wear, no, that won't work. And then all y'all, if you think these people ain't out for you, they literally said it in the article. Caps, beanies. There's nothing you can do. You can't do the little Aunt Jemima turban wrap hijab thing even. They got you. They thought it through very well, and they're making sure you ain't coming here covered. Take that hair out. We want to look at you. We want to drool over you. And some of you idiots are going to do it. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I haven't been saying this for years. All of you, 3-4 years behind everything that Abuamerican's been saying. 3-4 years from the desires to this, you're going to watch. Everything I've been saying, it's not even ilm al-ghaib. It's just so predictable if you look at history. It's so predictable if you just read and you pay attention to human behaviors and patterns. But you don't listen. You don't listen. Abuamerican's a bad guy. And you want to just argue with me on the comment section about how much I hate women or whatever else. And I've been trying to protect y'all and tell y'all what y'all got to do. And it doesn't matter, like I said, with the delivery, because their delivery looks like this. So pick which one you like more. It's your man, Abuamerican. I'm out.